Hi guys, welcome back. I thought today I would do a little informal garden tour. Right now it is April and I thought it'd be fun to do a little spring garden tour, and then throughout the summer here I'll show you how things are growing. So this is just a initial planting. I just went through the last week or so and planted a lot of the plants and started a lot of seeds. I put in some bare root roses. So I'm gonna go through and give you a little tour. So part of the yard is more vegetable-y, and then the other part of the yard over here, the in-ground garden, is more flowers. However, I am doing a few vegetables. I have a book on Amazon. If you're interested, it's called the Cottage-Style Vegetable Garden, and that's kind of what I'm doing over here. It is primarily flowers, but I am gonna have a little bit of vegetables over here, and I'll show you in a second here. But I have some cabbages and broccoli and cauliflower kind of in a weird spot because I just kind of put them there, but I'm probably going to be taking this out. So anyways, I'm just going to give you a little tour around. So in this area over here, this is the area that has the cabbages and stuff. This is going to get finished soon and then taken out. But this area, I'm trying to back up so you can see a little more. This area, I'm kind of going to make it into a patio area. I have these fruit trees here now. I got peaches over here and some plums over there. I'm probably going to move them to a different spot. I just got to figure out where I'm going to put them. And then I'm going to put like a little seating area in over there. I have this little trellis here, this arched trellis. I am growing some sweet autumn clematis. I'm about to get another plant for the other side here. I don't have one there, but I have one here that I planted last fall from Fast Growing Trees. And then I have some holly bushes here. So they're brand new plants, that's why they're like sticks, but they're gonna grow up and be kind of like a boxwood type of hedge. So the sweet autumn clematis is growing over the top. It's this beautiful little white flowers. So then we have the holly here. And then I'm gonna have holly kind of like a hedge kind of thing around this sidewalk area here. And if you see like random stuff laying around, that's for my kids. They're just always getting into my extra gardening supplies out here. Then I have a few trays of extra plants that I'm still planting in there. I got some phlox and some asters and some peppers and eggplants. Got a potted geranium there. So most of those are gonna get planted soon, or I'm gonna figure out a new home for them. And then over here is one of my bare root roses. I actually have one kind of hidden in here. Once the cabbages and stuff come out, you'll be able to see it better, but there is a Princess Alexandra of Kent rose in there. All my roses I've gotten, well, almost all of them are from David Austin. So these are all David Austin roses that I planted bare root about a month ago, and they're already leafing out. So we got Princess Alexandra over there, and then this one is called, I'm always really bad with names, so I'll just put it on the screen, but it's a beautiful white scented rose. And then this is Mystic Spire Salvia, and I'm going to be getting some more salvia soon and some catmint in here, so they're missing right now. I'm going to be adding those, and I have another clematis plant that's coming. It's going to be a dark purple one. And then I got some lilies here that are so pretty. And this is the snowball bush. I have a couple other snowball bushes over here too. And they've been a little droopy. I don't know if it's because of the heat, but I'm hoping that they will end up being okay. This rose is the Alnwick rose. It's kind of like a peachy pink, kind of like a warm pink rose. Most of these roses are white and pink. I have some daylilies that are kind of peachy colored planted in front. On the border, I have green beans planted, and I have some petunias planted. I have some more petunias over there, and this is a Queen of Sweden rose. So over here, go back over here, I have this mullein plant here, but it's probably going to get taken out. I don't know if I want to keep it there. And I have a hollyhock here. This is a gold flame honeysuckle. I was trying to remember the name. And then in front of it, we have another little pink rose. And then this is my Rose of Sharon that I talked about in a recent video that I planted. and a lilac tree, and they are from Fast Growing Trees. So if you want a discount, I have a discount code in the description box down below. We have another rose here. It is a Emily Bronte rose, and then we have a James Galway climbing rose that's going to go up here. These are peas. I have some gladiolus planted in here. It's a dark purple gladiolus. I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but I'm doing a pink and purple theme in this part of my garden this year. So this cottage style garden over here is going to be pinks, purples, blues, and whites. So there's some bare spots. I'm going to fill those in with zinnias and cosmos and those kind of colors. Anyways, down here we have some more hollyhocks that I just planted. So these are first year ones, so they're probably not going to flower this year. I have a First Lady clematis. It's a light purpley blue clematis. It was so pretty. I saw it at Home Depot and I was like, okay, we're adding this to get some more blue in the garden. And this is it's called Summer Romance rose from Heirloom Roses. So it's a medium pinky color. It's a beautiful bright pink. And then I have the Generous Gardener rose, climbing rose, planted on each side of this trellis over here. In front of it here, because the roots are kind of hard to dig around and the soil's kind of hard right here, I'm probably going to put a bird bath here, but I haven't gotten to it yet. But that's my plan for this spot right there. So I'm leaving it empty and have some more cosmos planted and zinnias planted in right behind it, kind of on the side here. I have some yarrow that I planted last year right here, and I have some geraniums here. Probably gonna put some chamomile somewhere around here. Have some more gladiolus, a lighter purple one over here, and that's Bathsheba. It's a climbing kind of peachy colored rose. So right here we have some garlic that will come out in about a month, and I don't know, I might put a butterfly bush there. I'm thinking I have some milkweed planted over here for the butterflies for their food, but I would love butterfly bush. I love the smell of it, so I might put it there. There's another butterfly bush planted behind it, but it died, so I'm thinking about replacing it and putting one here. This is a Harlow Carr rose. It's really thorny, but it's gonna be a bright pink. It's gonna look very beautiful. And then this is a lilac. It's a Miss Kim lilac, so it's supposed to be a little more heat tolerant, and it already flowered, so now it's just in its kind of vegetative state. And then behind that I have some wisteria growing, and I was actually really surprised to see it blooming already, because I thought wisteria takes a few years to bloom, but apparently not. So it's already blooming. I planted it last fall, so I was really surprised to see it already covered in flowers. And then right next to it there is another Rose of Sharon. It's not a tree, it's going to be more of a shrub. It's the pink chiffon Rose of Sharon, so it's a light pink ruffly one, double petal. And then I'm also going to be planting some creeping phlox in the front here. This is a pink colored one. It already kind of bloomed, so now it's kind of going back. I got a bluish colored one that I'm probably going to put somewhere over there. So yeah, and then next to it here is more geranium. I got some zinnias planted there. And I think that's it for this part of my garden. I have a grape plant that's massive. I planted 2 years ago. It's loaded with grapes. So I'm really excited to be getting some grapes this year. But yeah, here is kind of how this side of my garden is looking right now. So over here I planted watermelon here. I got some cucumbers here. I got dill and basil mixed in here. I got some nasturtiums kind of mixed all in here around the edges. Nasturtiums tend not to last too long in this climate, so we'll see. I also have some marigolds planted in with my tomatoes. The tomatoes are doing really well. They're loaded with flowers, and I see a few little small fruits on them. I'm kind of experimenting with these stakes because I just didn't want to mess with tomato cages, so we'll kind of see how they do. I don't know if it's going to get too crazy or not. I don't know what I'm going to do when some of those cherry tomatoes, they start getting a little bit big, so I'm I'm still kind of figuring that out. But I think I'm gonna get a good crop of tomatoes this year. Over here, I have peppers and eggplants planted over here. And my kids actually planted most of them for me because they really wanted to do that. So yeah, this is the peppers and eggplants. I have a few extra plants I might mix in with the other side of the garden. There's a rogue chamomile plant that just came up, so I just left it there. And then over here, and speaking of rogue plants, there's like a hidden blackberry bush that's like hiding behind these pots back over here. But back over in here are my berry plants. I have blackberries, and then kind of in the back here is a raspberry, fall gold raspberries. And then these are sweetie pie blackberry bushes from Baker Creek. And they are actually flowering right now. I don't know if you can see. They have flowers on them. So we're gonna probably be getting some blackberries. And then I have some garlic planted in here and onions planted in with these strawberries. And I have a rhubarb plant that's kind of in the shady spot over here, and I'm experimenting with that, seeing if that will grow over here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little tour. If I missed something, because I know I didn't explain all the different varieties of everything I have, you can ask in the comments and I'll let you know what kinds I have. So thank you guys anyway. I kind of ramble a lot, but thank you guys anyway for coming along with me. And please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again soon.